Terminology is a group of specialized words and respective meanings in a particular field, and also the study of such terms and their use. The latter meaning is also known as terminology science. A term is a word, compound word, or multi word expression that in specific context is given specific meanings. These may deviate from the meanings the same words have in other contexts and in everyday language. Terminology is a discipline that studies, among other things, the development of such terms and their interrelationship within a specialized domain. Terminology differs from lexicography as it involves the study of concepts, conceptual types, and their labels, whereas lexicography studies words and their meanings. Terminology is a discipline that specifically studies the labeling or designing of concepts, particularly to one or more subject field or domain of human activity. It does this through the research and analysis of terms in context for the purpose of documenting and promoting context usage. Terminology be limited to one or more languages or have many interdisciplinary focus on the use of term in different fields. Overview. The terminology discipline consists mainly of the following aspects: analyzing concepts and concept structures utilized in a field or area of activity, identifying the term assigned to concepts, create correspondence between terms in the different languages in case of multilingual or bilingual term, creating a new term in database or compiling the term on paper or in database, managing terminology database as required. Type of terminology. A distinction is made between two types of terminology work: H.D. Hoek work on terminology, which deals with a single term or a limited number of terms; systematic collection of terminology, which deals with all the term in a specific subject field or domain of activity, often by creating structure ontology of the term within that domain and their interrelationship. H.D. Hawk terminology is prevalent in the translation profession where a translation for a specific term is required quickly to solve a particular translation problem. Nomenclature comprise types of terminology, especially having to do with general anatology, applied anatology, and taxonomy, such as taxonomy for life forms, taxonomy for research engines, and so on. Terminology as a discipline. A terminology intends to hone catalogical organization by improving the accuracy and context of its terminology. Technical industries and standardization institutes compile their own glossaries. These provide the consistency needed in the various area, fields and branches, movements, and specific to work with core terminology to then offer material for disciplines traditional and documental lectures. Terminology is also then the key in boundary crossing problems such as in language translation and social epistemology. Terminology helps to build bridges and to extend one area into another. Translators research the terminology of the language they translate. Terminology is taught alongside translation in universities and translation schools. Large translation departments and translation bureaus have a terminology section. Science. So, terminology science is a branch of linguistics studying spatial vocabulary. The main object of terminological studies are spatial lexical unit. First of all, term. They are analyzed from the point of view of their origin, formal structure, and their meanings, and also functional features.